Well then, ladies and gents, here we are. Christmas Eve preview. Because, naturally, I won't be doing it on Christmas Day. No one would watch it, and I never do. So why change? Hope all is good. That red mark on my face is really annoying. Hope all is well. Everyone, hope you're all keeping well. Now everyone will be off school, off work, off college, off uni, that kind of that kind of thing. Illness, we're getting there. Nose is running less. It's still a bit bunged up, but it's running less. And throat isn't as sore. I've just got this terrible cough now that just won't go away. But we plough on regardless. Let's have a look in chat, shall we? Ollie, hello, mate. Gallagher, how you doing? Leo, how you doing? Theo, how you doing? Jacob, Merry Christmas Eve to you, mate. AGU, how you doing? Can't believe we bottled that lead. We'll talk about that in a second, I'm sure. Still very, very fresh in people's memories. Let's not forget the game should only have been yesterday. But whatever. Happy Christmas, Theo. Thank you, mate. To you too. Ingram out. Ingram was awful. Any news on Allsop? We'll talk about Allsop, but there is no news as of yet. As Rossinier always says after games, we'll just check him out. We'll check him out and see, but there's been no press conference yet, so don't know anything. Merry Christmas, Joe. Did you see Bristol City won Twine? First of all, Merry Christmas to you as well, Ashley. And I did see that, but Alan Nixon is not the most reliable of sources, and you'd think that we would have first dibs on a perm, and Twine would also be saying, hang on, I'm at a team 6th in the league here. Yes, we've just lost, but why are you selling? But why am I going to somewhere that's 13th or wherever they are? That's what I'd be thinking. Whooping cough. I don't think so. Loving the jacket. Thank you, Jacob. The Tigers, Jeff. Hope Connolly isn't injured. Twine chose us over half the league. Yeah, very true. So we'd come to us permanently, if anything. Very, very true. Josh, afternoon, mate. Merry Christmas to you too. I hope Connolly isn't injured. I don't think Connolly will be. He carried on fine in that second half. Simon, Merry Christmas. And up those Tigers. Let's talk about not about Boxing Day, about Friday night, shall we? Look, the penalty for them probably wasn't a penalty. By the letter of the law, yes, it hits Greaves' hand, whatever. But what I'm saying is there's an offside in the build-up, apparently. So maybe it's not just me or Liam Rossinier who's saying it either. And then I never had any confidence in Allsop saving it, to be honest. The last goalkeeper we had that I had confidence would save a penalty was probably Alan McGregor. And that's saying something, because he was last here May 2018. So that's a good 5-6 years ago. Leo, mate. Simon's put to Leo saying, "Oh, here he is." Leo's put, was it all about you, Simon? You plank. Oh my God. Ingram saved one against Cardiff last season, to be fair. He did, but I didn't expect Ingram to save that one. But anyway, we fought back. We battled back really well. Definitely offside in the build-up. Nice. We were there. We battled back well. We battled back really, really well. Connolly, great strike. Our penalty was very, very soft. There was hardly any contact there. But when I saw when James Fletcher said on commentary, looks like Liam Delap is going to take this penalty, I'm thinking, why not Tufan? Why not Tufan? He's not missed one for us yet. Alfie Jones swept the ball up, gave it to Liam Delap, and Delap just passed it on to Tufan. Tufan buries it, job done. Lovely. Going at half time, and we just never got back into that rhythm, really, I thought. And I always say this, you can never fault the effort levels of this group. You can never, ever fault the effort levels. But we just let them play. Yes, we chased it and that kind of thing, but we let them have it. We just let them have it. So, who knows? Liam will be working on a plan. He did say he'd give them Christmas Day off, though, just like he did last year. So, will be interesting to see how that goes down with just the 1 day of training. Moving the game to a Friday has worked out better for us, really, because then the players can have a day of rest, day of training, then their Christmas with their families, and then we'll play. So it's worked out better, and because it's on the Friday, that's probably the only reason Liam's done it. Wolves 1-0. I'll put that on afterwards. I'll put that on once I finish this. Christmas Eve football. I can't remember the last time we had a bit of that. I honestly cannot remember the last time we had a bit of Christmas Eve football. Hold on a second. All right then. Dad just told me I'm going to Wednesday away. Nice. That's going to be a great day out. I'm looking forward to that so much. So much. Right. Team news. I forgot to add Allsop in, so I'm going to add it now. Team news. Ryan Allsop, haven't got a clue. Ruben Vinagre, Billy Sharp, Jaden Philogene and Dokan Cynic remain absent. Yeah. My guess is that because Allsop came off, that means there's a lot of pain. So I would say him not being able to carry on suggests that Ingram will play at least Boxing Day. And whether Allsop comes back in after that, don't know. That depends on what we hear in the next few days. But we're not going to hear anything really unless I'll quickly check Twitter now and see if Baz Cooper or Mike White have said anything. Unless they've checked out and City aren't doing a press conference. No, it doesn't look like there's anything, so we won't know about Allsop until an hour before kickoff, it seems. So, yeah, we'll see on that one. Connolly will probably be all right. He managed to carry on. What I want to know is, why is Matty Jacob getting picked on the bench over James Fairlong when Fairlong's still travelling with the group? It's a bit of an odd one, isn't it? Anyway, let's move on. Ref watch. The referee is Sunny Singh Gill. 2 linos are Mark Stevens and Blake Antrobus. The 4th official is Lee Doughty. We'll have a look at stats then, taken from our last game against Bristol City. It was quite even. I think we had the better of the first half and they had the better of the second. I think that's quite nicely represented in the stats. Should have clung on to that, really, shouldn't we? Should have clung on to that lead, but hey, that's football sometimes. Results have gone our way over the last day or so. So, Leo, just seeing your comment. Oh my word. And I have seen the news about Malik. Speak to me afterwards, mate. So, yeah, the results went our way is what I'm trying to say, and we're still 6th in the table. So, Sunderland's team then. I think they've got a few injuries at the moment. In their last game, the team was Anthony Patterson in goal. Back 4 was Niall Huggins, Dennis Serkin didn't play, did he? It was Huggins, Ballard, O'Nien, and Hume. Midfield was Joe Bellingham, Pierre Ekwar, and Dan Neil. Wingers were Patrick Roberts and Jack Clark. And up top was, I think, Abdullah Barr, because they're short on numbers. Bradley Dack, by the way, shambles. He was on the bench in that one. Yeah, what a shambles. That's 2 years ago, by the way. Shambles, Bradley Dack is 2 years ago. How quickly does time go? Current form, we'll look at Sunderland first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A draw in Millwall. Beat West Brom. Beat Leeds. Lost to Bristol City. Then in Michael Beale's first game, got tonked by Coventry. Not a good look for them. And then for us, last 5. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defeats to Watford and QPR. 2 wins on the bounce against Borough and Cardiff. And then a defeat against Bristol City last time out as well. So, Bristol City, they're picking it up a bit. They're certainly picking it up a bit. And as we look at the league table, they're climbing. They are climbing with 2 wins in a row. We're still 6th though. Sunderland, 3 points behind us. With a win, they will go ahead of us on goal difference because it's only a 1 goal gap on either side. And then Norwich have clawed their way back as well, unbeaten in their last 5-2. Down the bottom, Sheff Wednesday trying to pull themselves out of it a little bit. QPR doing the same. Rotherham, though, the same can't be said. Well, Tom Eves did score the other day. Rotherham, ha. Simon, yeah, that's just the webcam, mate. Yeah, we're used to it by now. Reckon Jude will come to the MKM. He was at Sunderland yesterday. He might do, you know. He might do. I want him to. Really want him to. Picture with Jude Bellingham and get him on a white card. I bloody love that. Yeah, I doubt he'll come, though. I doubt he'll come. Although, Jacob, as a mascot, you'll probably be one of the few people who'll be able to get, like, really, really up close to him. So you can get Amber and Jude Bellingham can get a picture. Right, let's move on. No, it's not a memorable match yet, is it? It's around the grounds. It'd be in the Sunderland end, I reckon. Shame, because I love the guy. He'd be sat in corporate, wouldn't he? He'd be sat in corporate. No way would Jude Bellingham, one of the best football players in the world, be sat in Sunderland's away end. No. If he's going to come, he's going to be sat in corporate. Definitely. Wouldn't mind Jude to be there. 2 paintings in one. Hey, Leo, take it just in case. Ajan sweet talking him to come to City. God, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Around the grounds then. Boxing Day. Range of kickoff times here. 12:30 is Preston versus Leeds. 1 o'clock is Millwall versus QPR. 3 o'clock games are as follows. Excuse me. Cardiff versus Plymouth. Coventry versus Sheffield Wednesday. Huddersfield versus Blackburn. Hull City versus Sunderland. Rotherham versus Middlesbrough. Southampton versus Swansea. Watford versus Bristol City. And West Brom versus Norwich. For 5:15 kickoff is Birmingham versus Stoke. And then 7:45 is Ipswich versus Leicester in first versus second. That's a game. That's a game. Wow. Oh shoot, your prob's right. He's also the best, not one of the best. Nice. Memorable match. This one is memorable for us for all the wrong reasons. Premier League lost 3-0. Yeah, I was at this one. The floodlights went. So all the lights went out, which was its own thing. So Jermaine Defoe gave Sunderland the lead, and then a brace from Victor Anichebe in the second half killed the game. For Sunderland, well, Jordan Pickford in there. Papi Gillabodji is a name I've not heard in a while. Didier Ndong, Paddy McNair, now of Middlesbrough. But for us, the team was David Marshall in goal, back four, Ahmed El Mohammadi, Michael Dawson, Curtis Davis and Josh Tyman. Midfield was Robert Snodgrass, Sam Clucas, the wings, Ryan Mason, Jake Livermore and Marcus Henriksen. Midfield trio in the centre. And then Diamersi Mbakani started up front. Is it any wonder we lost 3-0? On the bench, Eldin Jakupovic, the goalkeeper, Harry Maguire, David Myler, Tom Huddleston, James Weir, Jared Bowen, and Greg Ollie, with Mike Phelan in charge. David Moyes at Sunderland beat us twice. Twice. Can you believe that? He beat us twice. Jacob, FA Cup quarters, I always used that. Thought I'd shake it up a bit. I've gone real dark here as well, haven't I? There we go. It's just the light in the back because the way my room is. Last time out against these, how can we forget? 4-4. Lovely. So, Ozan gave us the lead. Then 2 goals in a minute from Gelhardt and Diallo made it 2-1. This first half was mad, by the way. And then Alaya scored and made it 2-2. After the break, a penalty for Sunderland dispatched by Diallo to make it 3-2. Regan Slater made it 3-3. Jack Clark made it 4-3 in the 81st minute, and then a 98th minute penalty won by Regan Slater, dispatched by Ozan Tufan, gave us a point. And the team was Carl Darlow in goal, back 4, Coyle the skipper, Jones, McLaughlin and Greaves, midfield 3 of Seri, Slater and Traore, with Aliyah and Pelkas wide and Tufan playing as a false 9. Bench was Ingram, Elder Doherty, Malcolm Abue, Ryan Woods, Ryan Longman and Xavier Simons 2, with Rosie in charge, of course. And the record against these guys, it's, well, in 90 minutes, the last 5 meetings have all been draws. We won that one on penalties in the Carabao Cup. But in 90 minutes, the last 5 times these 2 teams have played each other, it's been a draw. So there was the 0-0 in full time, in normal time, which we won on penalties in the Carabao Cup. Then 2 games in League One. One was 1-1, one was 2-2. And then last season, 1-1 at our place, 4-4 at the Stadium of Light. Crazy. Absolutely, absolutely crazy. Didn't one of Mbakani's teammates at Antwerp go into training with the rivals team shirt to force a move? That rings a bell, you know. That rings a bell. That really, really does ring a bell. Any news on Connolly? We discussed this earlier, Liam. Nothing on him and Allsop yet. I suspect Connolly will be fine, but I'd expect Allsop not to play. This is just me guessing. That surely is the most memorable match one of the best I've watched in my life. The which one are you on about? The 4-4, the 3-3, the FA Cup quarter that Jacob mentioned. Yeah. In form. Just out of the blue, did you manage to get the Rory signature? Well, let's go through this. So, Rory is next to Stan Ashby. Sam can take great pride in that. And then Amber on there as well. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. It's even funnier because I played football with you two. So that's why I've done it. Right. Anyway. We're getting on to that just about now, Liam. So, shared shirts, and then we'll get on to all the prediction stuff. Josie Altidore. God, he was shit, wasn't he? Joined us on loan for the 09-10 season when we were relegated from the Prem from Villarreal. 30 appearances in black and amber, scored twice. Signed for Sunderland permanently in 2013, was with them until he joined Toronto in 2015, which involved the swap deal to take Jermaine Defoe back to England and to the Stadium of Light. 52 appearances, 3 goals for Sunderland. For Josie Altidore. Predicted team then. Ingram in goal. Christie, Jones, Greaves and Coyle back 4. Tufan, Morton, Seri the midfield. Delap, Twine and Connolly front 3. Bench, Lottatala, McLaughlin, Doherty, Traore, Vaughan, Lakilo, Smith, Slater and Sellers Fleming. Quickly rattled through. I'd love to see Harry Vaughan part of the first team. He should be. He should be. And he is a first team player, but it's just not happened for him this season. Maybe we'll see him go out on loan. Jan. And right then. Score predictions in chat, everyone. Get your predictions in. Sky News has learned that Sir Jim Ratcliffe's acquisition of a 25% stake in Man United to be announced today. That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting indeed. Jacob says 2-0. Ben says 1-1 with Seri scoring for us. 2-0 Connolly and Tufan. 2-1 to us. 1-0 Tufan penalty. 2-1. Yes, Ben, I am going to Sheffield Wednesday. I've got... I'll cover up the address, but I've got my tickets there. Love it. 1-0 City. 1-0 City. 1-0. We should win, but we always draw against this lot. I think we'll win. I think it'll be 2-0 because I think Michael Beale's a terrible appointment. Goals for us from Liam Delap and Ozan Tufan. Thank you for watching, everyone. I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If you don't, I wish you just safety before the game. And I will see you for a Matchday vlog from that one on Tuesday, Boxing Day. See you later, everyone. Take care. Goodbye.